Funko first introduced Bitty Pops in 2023. These mini Funko Pops quickly became a hit with collectors thanks to their compact size, stackable display case, and mystery minis. After the success of other franchise, WWE superstars entered the Bitty Pops with lineups such as the Great Late Dusty Rhodes, The Undertaker, and Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. So we're going to go ahead and unbox these and check these out right after the intro. If you're a fan of WWE collectibles and Funko Pops, these are a must-see. These are Bitty Pops, mini versions of your favorite WWE superstars standing about 1 inch tall and packed into one awesome collectible set. But I guess the nice thing about these mini Funko Pops, these Bitties, is that they're a lot cheaper than the full-size ones. So we'll start off with this box here first, which has the Undertaker, British Bulldog, and Batista. And then we'll go ahead and save our mystery figure for last. So let's go ahead and get this unboxed. See what we got in here. So yeah, looking forward to see what this mystery figure is. Guess they have different rarities of mystery figures in here. Shows you on the box which ones you can get, but I'm not going to ruin that for myself, so I didn't check out the back of the box here. So sliding this out. Here we got the British Bulldog, also known as Davey Boy Smith. So this is a acrylic casing here with a detachable bottom, so we can slide our minifigure right out there. Now the detailing on these small ones so far is really nice, because you have to do extra work to paint these small things. So this looks pretty good. Stick them back in here. All right, let's check out Batista. Who's missing an arm? No way. That's crazy. It showed up missing an arm like it survived a ladder match at WrestleMania. I mean, just look at this. So my first time buying these mini Pops, and I already have one with a detached limb. I mean, look, shows them with both limbs right on the box. Wonder if this is considered false advertisement. Someone needs to be fired. Well, that's an interesting start to the video here. Let's go ahead and get them back in the box. At least we know what to look out for, I guess. These Bitty Pops. Alright, moving on to the Undertaker. Now, who doesn't love the Undertaker? Once again, acrylic casing, detachable bottom. Let's go ahead and get Undertaker out of here. Now look at the design. The design's pretty good. It says 2023 right on the bottom there. Yeah, very pleased with the design. Let's get them back in here. We'll compare them to two other sizes. So here we have mini Undertaker compared to a full-sized Funko Pop. I mean, look how small these things are. That's crazy. Now let's go ahead and compare them to the jumbo size. I mean, you can really see the size difference. Wow. Moving on to our mystery figure. Just got to get this, feels like a black plastic. Got Hulk Hogan. That's actually pretty cool. I do like Hulk Hogan. Pretty pleased with this one. So that's good. Got our Hulk Hogan here. I should have seen it at the top when I was pulling this out. But yeah, I got to get this plastic off here. There we go. So here's the Hulk Hogan casing. Hulk Hogan. Alright, let's get him put back in here. So we got him in their little stackable display case. Let's go ahead and get a look at him in here. Check out the backs once more. There we go. It says Funko right on the top. All right, moving on to our second box. So in our second box here, we got the Dusty Road box. Let's go ahead and get this unboxed here. Open these is starting to feel like a pain. They seal these pretty good though. All right, let's start off here with the late great Dusty Rhodes. So Dusty Rhodes here, another acrylic casing, detachable bottom. So hopefully he's got all his limbs as well. Sure looks that way so far though. Let's get him pulled out here. See, the detailing's pretty good. I figured they'd like not put a lot of work into these because they're smaller and just kind of half paint them, you know. I mean, look at the back here. He's even got his little polka dots on the back of his shirt there. You figured they just paint that all one solid color. Let's go ahead and get him put back in here. Next, we got Jerry the King Lawler, who used to be a commentator with Michael Cole and JR. So we'll get him pulled out here. See all the little gems on his crown here. Looks like he's got some doo-doo on his face. Guess that's another thing to look out for besides missing limbs is a bit of splatter on his face from painting. Alright, well, let's get him put back in here. So far, bad paint job. And missing limbs. Guess it's a risk getting these bitty pops. Here we got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Let's go ahead and get him pulled out. There we go. Wow, the detailing right away on him is really good. Going to the back here, you can see the scales on his tail. I think they did a really good job with this one. Alright, let's get him put back in here. I think so far this one's my favorite one because of the detailing is really good. Here we go. Now it's mystery time. Another Hulk Hogan? Oh, I dropped him. I'm assuming Hulk Hogan at this point is probably the common mystery figure we get with these. So hopefully I get other ones besides Hulk Hogan. I like Hulk Hogan, but this is not going to look good on my shelf with just Hulk Hogan. Alright, here they're all in their stackable display case. Give them a nice spin around here. Funko right at the top there. To the back of their casings. But yeah, don't want another Hulk Hogan. Alright, let's move on to box number 3. This one we got Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, and Mean Gene. So let's go ahead, get this unboxed, and figure out what our mystery figure is inside. Just gotta pull this out here. Here we go. Start off with Bret Hart. Bret Hart with the Hart Foundation. Held multiple titles in WWE. Complains about Goldberg a lot. Nice acrylic casing here. Let's go ahead and get him out. Yeah, it looks like his glasses are a little funky looking for some reason. But other than that, his attention to detailing is pretty decent. Yeah, a little bit of white paint or something like that in his hair. Alright, let's get him put back in here. Not happy with the glasses, but overall, nice looking Funko Pop. Here we go, Shawn Michaels. Makes sense to stick these two in the same set. So, I should say young Shawn Michaels. Let's get him out of here. Check him out. There we go. Very attentive to detailing. Got a little bit of paint by his nose there, though. Looking at the back, it looks like he got some paint speckle behind his ponytail here on his neck. So I guess with these mini ones, it's paint issues and possible limbs missing. Yeah, it's Shawn Michaels here. Moving on to Mean Gene. Now, I never actually watched anything with this guy in here, but he's a legendary commentator or interviewer. Let's go ahead and get him out. Now, you can't really screw this one up because he's wearing a suit. So, I mean, overall, I'm not really seeing any paint speckles or anything. His details look spot on. Got his microphone in hand. Let's go ahead and get him put back in the case here. And that's Mean Gene right there. Now, let's check out our mystery figure. There's no way I'm getting another Hulk Hogan in here. Another Hulk Hogan? This is not going to look good on my shelf. Well, there's another Hulk Hogan. So let's go ahead and get these flipped around. Got another Hulk Hogan here. All right, so that's the backs of them. It says Funko Wrap top. All right, last box. And I better not get another Hulk Hogan. So we got Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, and Rey Mysterio. Did I say Scott Hall? I meant to say Kevin Nash. Okay, so Scott Hall is Razor Ramon. All right, let's go ahead and get this open here. If I can, wow, this box does not want to open. Well, good thing I'm not keeping these boxes because I'm pretty sure I just demolished that one. All right, Razor Ramon, known as Scott Hall, held the Intercontinental title, a couple tag team championships. WWE Hall of Famer. Let's go ahead and check him out. Well, looks like they got a little bit of gray on his head, but doesn't mess too much with the Funko Pop. Detailing's pretty decent. So yeah, it's just like they have trouble painting these, I guess, because they're smaller. So go ahead and stick them back in here. Here we go. Now here we got Diesel, also known as Kevin Nash. Go ahead and get him out here. They did a way better job with his glasses than they did with the Bret Hart one. Not seeing any paint speckles anywhere. The detailing's pretty good. They even managed to get Diesel painted right on his shirt. Let's go ahead and get him back in here. Last but not least, Rey Mysterio. Now right away, I'm not seeing any chest tattoos, so I'm hoping they at least have his back tattoo on here. Overall, his mask looks like it's painted on really good. Digging the mask. No back tattoo. Nope. Well, that kind of sucks, but he still looks really nice. Let's go ahead and get him back in his casing here. Rey Mysterio. Our last mystery figure, which better not be a Hulk Hogan. You gotta be kidding me. Apparently Hulk Hogan's gotta be like the most common one out of these. This is ridiculous. Man, it's gonna look bad on my shelf. Let me see here. Yeah, Hulk Hogan, Triple H, Stone Cold, and The Rock. And apparently all I get is Hulk Hogan. Well, here's all of them stacked up together on their display case. You can see all these freaking Hulk Hogans right here. So, would you collect these? And what series should I do next? Well, that's it for Wrestling Hound Wednesday. Thanks for watching.